Richard, is the fact that all, not just the family section, but the fact that all the season tickets are up, I suppose, is that a sign of the fact that the fans are buying into this new Rangers to a certain extent?
It's optimism. It's optimistic. It's good. It's good. I mean, we've always said that the football club is all about the supporters. It's every other Saturday is great. I just can't believe that. For the last 3 years, the support have been, as strong as they are, and it's been difficult the last 3 years. A change now in the management, not only in the management, but a change in March behind the scenes, with a new structure in place, and I think that's what's given the fans, optimism and being very optimistic about the future. That there's proper people who have the club's best interests at heart. Let's just say that. And we're starting to talk about what's happening on the football field now, and not what's happening behind the scenes. And that's what Rangers Football Club needs to do. And I think Dave King's been fantastic in that. He's been very quiet. A lot of people have been asking, where's Dave, blah blah. But he's been quiet and he's been behind the scenes. But he's going to put a structure in place, which will, hopefully, go a long way to getting us back to where we belong.
You're at the game at the weekend on
Yes.
Sunday. Do you sense a better atmosphere here than just generally?
Yeah, I mean, just even walking in the front door. Obviously I know the security people. I know everyone at the club. I know everyone around the club. I know all the kitchen people, and that's what Rangers has always been about. It's been about a real family club. This club. And you become part of a family here, and we were kind of losing that a wee bit. It wasn't getting a great place to come to, and I definitely get a sense, feeling that's coming back again, And I met Mr. Warburton for the first time, after the game. David Weir's a colleague of mine an old colleague of mine from Everton, top class fella as well, and they've only been here for 4 weeks, is it? 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and they'll put what they want to do in place, and he seems a very intelligent gentleman, and the team look good. The team has had a good start, but the league kicks off on Friday, and I think people are optimistic. They got a great result at Hibs, although it was a lot of goals on the break, and but everyone's optimistic that I've spoken to.
I'm sure you'll remember a point, Richard, I think it was in the second half, where almost all the fans stood up applauding, not just a kind of nice passage of play, and everyone was on their feet. That's the type of thing, I suppose.
Well, we haven't had that. We haven't had that. It was quite. I said that to him downstairs. I mean, we've been, for whatever reasons, it hasn't been, the quality that the people have had here for years. We understand that. That it's not going to be the Laudrups and the Gascoignes of yesteryear, or the Van Bronckhorsts and Ronald de Boers of the fantastic players that we've had at this football club, and our supporters understand that. We've got young players coming through. He's giving all the young players a chance, which is great, But the supporters understand that, and I mean, when you hear about the season ticket, and they're going to back that as well, So that's great. And like you say, I mean, it was a standing ovation, for the team coming off at the end of the game. I mean, I hadn't heard that for 3 years, and let's just hope we can. Because it's going to be a slow process. It's been 3 years of the club being, taken apart, let's say. So it won't be a quick fix, but it's going in the right direction at the moment. So, it's like I said, optimism is a word, I think, that I would use. That we're very optimistic about what's going to be happening, and if he can carry on, you know, that was my first look at the team live, so to speak. I've obviously followed all the games but live, and you know, I think as a football man, he's got a good back four in place now, a good goalkeeper. Halliday for me looks a right good player. Waghorn up front looks a good player. He just obviously, I mean, I think he's still trying to get 3 or 4 players into the group. But you know, I like what he said in the press about bringing people in that fit into the football club. You know, because that's very important, a dressing room in a football club, and have a few experienced players in there that can help the younger ones. And judging by, you know, what's been said in the press, that's the way he's going about it. You know, he's not just going for big star names, because I can remember, you know, 5 weeks ago, everyone was clamouring about big star signings, getting this, getting that, getting this. And the people he signed have, I think he terms it, you know, like a sell-on value or something. You know, like there's something, there's value to them. And there is. I mean, I look at the right back, Taverner. Looks a good player from what I've seen. Haven't seen him defend yet, but but he looks a good player. He's nice and he's sharp and he's quick, and he'll light the crowd up. You know, so if you can get 3 or 4 other players like that, because he's got great contacts down south as well, it'll go a long way to making, you know, the supporters very happy. And the wee thing that I just read the other day, you know, make the supporters go home happy. I like that. That's good. But Mr. Warburton will know as well, there's one thing you need to do at this football club, and that's win football games. Doesn't matter how you do it, but you have to win. And he'll soon find that out very, very quickly. And I'm sure Davy Ware, who's perfect for him to tell him that as well. You know, that's a good thing for Davy to be here as well. So, but a positive start so far in the season tickets. You know, I can't believe there's as many season tickets sold, so that's really positive for the new group that's in charge.
Do you see a huge difference on the park compared to the team of last year? I mean, Mark Haley today was saying you can see the fitness seems to be a lot better in the team. Can you put your finger on what's different?
No, I think you know what I think it's, you know, since March, it's a new regime coming in. I think, you know, that's helped behind the scenes. Never mind what's, you know, on the football field. Behind the scene, you know, the head of the snake's got to be strong. If the head of the snake's not strong, it's not going to work. I think since that's come into the place, since, you know, I'm saying the takeover, since Dave King and, you know, Paul Murray, John Gilligan, you know, the guys have been in charge of the place. That's brought an optimism to the place, you know. I think that's the main thing, and there's a structure behind the football management team, which unfortunately wasn't there in the previous, you know, the previous 3 years, you know. So, but it's going to get put in place slowly, you know, over the next couple of months, you know. But it started well, which has been good. Which is, you know, I mean, I'm sure you guys you come here every week, and you know, I'm sure you've seen a difference as well in the last five weeks. You know, time will tell, but it will be a slow fix as well, I think. You know.
Richard, you said that Dave King's been quite quiet behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously know him quite well. Has he done what you expect him to do so far? Is that the way you'd work? He's obviously trying to sort out somebody with sports direct as well.
Yes, I mean, you know what I like about Dave is the noise level has gone down round about Ibrox. The negative press has gone down. You know, the last 3 years you guys have been coming in and getting exclusives on, you know, what the previous regime have been saying. It's not been about the football. Now it's starting to be about the football, which is good. You know, I mean, I know Dave must probably had a meeting last week with Sports Direct, with Ashley, but that doesn't get publicised. Do you know what I mean? It's all quiet and it's on a lower level. I think that's what's good. We've got to stop it. We've got to talk about football again. You know, Dave King is a very intelligent man. He hasn't got to where he is without being super smart, and I think he's super smart. You know, he's put great people in charge. He's put Stuart Robertson, who I met for the first time, in charge of the stuff. You know, he'll put good people in place, and if those people don't work, they won't be at the football club, I think, you know. But that's what I'm liking about it. We're starting to talk about the football again, and not off the field activities, and that's been all, you know, kept in the quiet, you know, which is great.
Richard, you said you don't think it's going to be a quick fix. Realistically, how long do you think it'll be before we can see Rangers back challenging at the top?
You know, when I say a quick fix, I mean I think it's been a quick fix already. You know, I mean, just even this 5 weeks about the optimism. You know, the results. Yeah, I know it's only Petrofac Cup or the League Cup, but it's started well. It's all about the quality of players that you can bring into a football club. I think not only the management, you know, that's why it's so important to get the structure right behind the scenes. When I go back to my period here, we had a good structure behind the scenes, and that was so important, and everything flowed seamlessly. There wasn't any problems, you know, and I think, you know, when I say a quick fix, it looks to be on the way to getting fixed. You know, just little things need fixed up. Maybe the stadium, you know, the stadium being a wee bit disrepair, getting fixed up quickly. That started to happen now as well, and that's what I mean, because the club has been, you know, when the guys came in, they said it was broken. It was literally broken, you know, and you know, they're fixing it, but it'll be bit by bit. Just won't be. They're not going to throw £50 million at it, and all of a sudden everything's going to be okay. You know, they've gone about it in a good way, and I like the fact that the management team have gone about it with the players they've got. You know, they haven't gone out and bought anyone for £3 or £4 million or something. You know, but they're going slowly and just putting it's like a jigsaw puzzle, putting things together, which is good. But quick fix, Charles. You can't have a time limit on it. I mean, you know, the goal is to get promotion this year, and then you take off from there. But there's no. It's about the football club. This football club will be here in 50 years' time. You know, I think it's 143 years old now, and it'll be here in another 143 years as well. You know, we just needed to get the proper people, the proper custodians of the club in place. That's now in place, which is the first step. The second step was, you know, obviously Mr. Warburton and Mr. Weir coming in, and they'll be in charge, and who knows how long they're going to be here. Hopefully they'll be here for the next 10 years, but we'll see.